What's up, you guys? This is Adam Gillespie with Ransom's Twitter Cavs coming at you with yet another video. Yes, I'm still a little bit sick, and yes, my voice is still a little bit nasally, but don't let that distract you from the garbage of this new Thor trailer. It is so bad. I cannot tell you how disturbed I am to see this trailer. I'm going to play little sections of it so you can see what's going on.
Kids, get your popcorn now. Let me tell you the story of the space Viking, Thor Odinson. He was no ordinary man. He was a god. After saving planet Earth for the 500th time.
And you know, it's kind of interesting. Korg has a nice little opening monologue here, and I do like it because it does give some, at least in the start, it gives some level of, what's the word I'm looking for? Some level of reverence to the character of Thor, who we've watched.
Thor set off on a new journey. Well, he got in shape. He went from dad bod to god bod.
I just want to talk about how weak they're making Thor look in this movie. He's working out using a couple of small chains in comparison to what he can lift. This is a guy who can destroy planets, okay? He has a weapon which he could use to destroy planets, and he's able to wield it like it's nothing, like it doesn't weigh a thing. He's able to harness the dark magics of the Allfathers, right? This is Thor. He's supposed to be the most powerful of the Norse gods, and he's apparently having trouble pulling against a spaceship. And he's apparently losing weight by moving some light-looking chains around. It really does.
And after all that, he reclaimed his title.
And here's where the disrespect starts for this character.
As the one and only Thor. Oh, spoke too soon. Jane?
I will say this, I like the fact they gave him his helmet. I just wish they gave him his helmet throughout the rest of the MCU. And you know it's not going to stay on his head throughout the entire movie. It's going to be there for maybe a couple of seconds, maybe even a whole minute or two. But it's not going to be on throughout the majority of the movie, as we can see through the rest of this trailer.
The old ex-girlfriend.
What's it been like? 3, 4 years?
8 years, 7 months and 6 days, give or take.
So,
Am I sensing feelings?
Well, you're right. The only ones who...
and here's where I have a really big problem with the trailer. I can kind of filter out all the garbage so far because it's kind of par for the course when it comes to Marvel movies nowadays. But what I cannot filter out is the disrespect they show to the character Gore. In this trailer alone, it's already enough for me to understand that they're not going to actually pay respect to the character of Gore. He is such an interesting and good character in the comics, and the way that he's defeated is also very, very interesting. Like, if you guys haven't read Gore the God Butcher and Thor versus the Gore the God Butcher and the God Bomb series, it is so good. I would so recommend reading that series. It's honestly some of the best comic book writing I've ever seen. It has 3 Thors in it. It's really awesome. It's a race against the clock. It's these godly beings putting everything they've got into fighting this other godly being. It really is amazing.
who gods care about is themselves.
Okay, I want to first let you guys see this. They literally just throw a black and white filter on this. Like, it's not paint. You can tell it's not paint. What they do is they throw a black and white filter on this. You've seen this filter in other movies. In movies like they're supposed to take place in ancient Rome or stuff like that, where they have these characters in these black and white looks. It's a filter. I've seen this filter before. It's clearly a filter. It really is. I mean, it's so obvious. Not only that, but that's not what Gore looks like. If you look at Gore, he's got this like alien-looking face on him. You know, he's just way different from looking like Christian Bale. And I'm not harking on Christian Bale here. He's my favorite actor. I think that he's one of the best actors that there's ever been. He gets into the role. He gets very into the role. He was great in pretty much every movie I've seen him in, and I don't think that he will fail to act great in this movie. I think that the direction fails him.
So this is my vow.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I'll go back a couple of seconds so that you can hear that.
So this is my vow.
It sounds like Batman from Batman Begins. It sounds like they're just having him voice like Bruce Wayne.
All gods will die.
And now it just looks like they made Bruce Wayne throw on some face paint and called it a day. It doesn't look anything like this. And if you're gonna throw in a line like this, you should have it be a passionate, angry roar. All gods will die. Something along the lines of that. I mean, or far better. There's actors who can do far better than that. Voice actors who can do far better than that. Okay? But they're having Christian Bale do this really poor delivery of this line, and it's not his fault. It's the director. It really is. But I mean, seriously, if you're going to do something like this, have him have a really deep and evil voice. Something along the lines of that, and you can have him go, "All gods will die." That would be a very chilling line in a trailer, especially if you're trying to show that this guy is some sort of very dark and evil force. But they're not going to do that. They don't want to. They're probably going to make a mockery of this villain.
I just want to say that was very, very impressive what you did back there.
He's just my first bad guy.
Never forget your first.
We're watching this thing. They're gonna have it's more filter. It's more filter. This looks like a fan film. It really is just poor CGI.
You.
Look at this. It's a big filter. It's just a big black and white filter, and they throw in some gold.
I'm unlike the other gods of kill. Because I have something worth fighting for.
It's just a filter. It really is. Thor doing that little hand motion there shows that he doesn't actually care about this situation. Everything in this trailer is terrible. You should show it as if it's Thor's final stand. It's the ultimate sacrifice of the most powerful Norse god out there. It's him fighting his match. It's him finally pushing himself beyond all limitations and fighting with every ounce of power he has in him. But they don't do that. It's such a pointless trailer. It doesn't get it at all. And that's not even Thor. You could tell that was supposed to be Jane Foster. Lady Thor. Jane Foster.
Let's see who you are.
And here's this supposedly funny story. Funny trailer moment. It's ridiculous. It really is. Just watch how stupid this is.
Take off your disguise.
First of all, why is Zeus so freaking fat? I've pointed this out in another trailer reaction, but why is Zeus so freaking fat? He should be this jacked, massive dude who's powerful and has the body of a Greek god. You ever heard that saying before? It's because Greek gods were originally designed to look like these amazing physical masculine peaks of malehood. It really should be like, but they're like, oh yeah, no, just look like a fatso. Just look like a fatso. That's what we want. It's so stupid.
And flick! Oh, you flicked too hard, damn it!
That's supposed to be the funny part of the trailer. Now, some people might find it funny, but I don't find it funny. It's just a pointless thing to try and get a male character nude and objectify him. And if you did this to a female character, there'd be riots in the streets. But because it's a male character, no one cares. Whatever.
Should we help him? Eventually. Great.
It really is just one of the stupidest trailers that Marvel's put out yet. It's not nearly as horrible looking as the She-Hulk trailer, but it's really, really close. And I know that you guys have gotten sick of hearing the same things over and over again, but I'm really trying to offer some advice here to any writers out there. If you're going to make a movie, if you're going to make a story, if you're going to write a story, make sure that there is impact behind every scene that you do. Every comedy scene has to have some level of impact, just as well as every dramatic scene, every action sequence, every low scene, every scene where the people are just talking. It has to have a level of impact that is inherent to the story. And whenever you just drown out every last ounce of drama and action and heart from a story and focus solely on the comedic moments, it drains all the importance and all the stakes of the story away. It really does. Characters are different. People are different. Characters are based off of people. Therefore, characters are just as valued, just as varied, and just as valuable, and just as rare as every single person that has ever existed. Okay, I am not the same as thousands of other people who have similar experiences to me. Okay, you guys are not the same as people who have similar experiences to you. You guys may have those similar experiences, but you're not the same person. And you don't have friends who are all exactly the same as you. You have friends who are different. You have different moral understandings. You have different beliefs. You have different ideologies. It's not the same. Anyone who lives in an echo chamber of people who literally just do the exact same thing as them really doesn't like people, and they're narcissistic individuals. It's not good. And every single Marvel character is written to be the exact same. Every male character is written to be a ditz who doesn't know what he's doing, and he has to be led around by the subversive, super awesome female character, and every female character is that so-called subversive, super awesome female character, when in reality she's one of the most uptight and most annoying people on the planet. She's this entitled, bigoted, resentful, and constantly angry individuals who just constantly drags everything down. Their charisma vacuums, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. Female characters in comic books used to be interesting and varied, just like the male characters, and now every single male character and every single female character is almost exactly the same. The men have been sidelined to act like complete ditzes and morons, and the women have all of a sudden just, oh, well, now we're the leaders of everything. And it's really just this feminist agenda that has infected every single writing story that has ever existed, and it's annoying as all get out. And it just needs to stop. It really does. You can have feministic characters, you can have female leaders, you can have male leaders, you can have male feministic characters. You can have all these different characters with all these different traits, but the fact of the matter is that these people don't care about giving characters interesting developments and interesting arcs. They only want to push their agenda, and it's so prevalent in every single piece of media that they infect. And it really needs to stop, and we need to stop giving them money. With that being said, though, that's my coverage of the official Thor trailer. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below your thoughts, make sure to hit that bell notification and subscribe. And check me out on Rumble at Rantit, capital R-A-N-T-S-I-T, and check me out on Patreon at Sweaty Calves. I'll leave descriptions to both my Patreon and my Rumble in the description below, so if you guys would check that out, that'd be great. In any case, though, I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of the week.